see if we see a fireball. Oh, I can only imagine here, but let's go. The grand finals has kicked off, and Ninja is in with the Root Riders and Valkyries going across this base with the Town Hall off to the left, and the Queen can actually step her way to the Town Hall if he has a wall break, but he actually doesn't. But there is one little wall open which can allow the Queen to go in, but it looks like some Root Riders are kind of actually pathing in different directions here.
Yeah, the water was like split up in between. Like, should I go left, right, and he was always bouncing between those different groups. But the rage in the core on defense is hitting hard versus those Root Riders. There's a lot of damage on them. The Monolith deals a lot of damage as well behind the tunnel. That's why he's getting frozen up. The Queen is not walking into that tunnel compartment. This is spelling bad news for a Ninja.
Oh, that is really bad. If that Queen was supposed to make her way into the Town Hall, and that's where you could have used a funneling troop to help get her to go there. But the Queen, okay, she comes back. There's the rage. She should be able to secure the Town Hall. No! No. This can't be a 1. This cannot be a 1 to start off the very first attack of the grand finals. He sends a Barbarian to go in with the Super Barb. Oh, no, wait a second. The RC ability has also been forced. No.
Does history repeat? We had already a huge defense in their first match, and Synchronic was just able to play it safe, sending VM Legacy down to the lower bracket. And it seems like it's going to be the same story again. This time it's Ninja falling short with the 1 star. The troops were just splitting up too much to make sure that everything is as safe as possible. But the first attack, they had no time to really switch things up. And that's why they're going in versus this base. But it's a complete different approach, right? I think it's a lot of Super Barbarians and less Root Riders.
Yeah, with 20 Super Barbs here as the Witches are down. Root Riders and the Log Launcher is specifically going to go into the core to help try to activate the invisibility spells. But remember, he's dropping some Earthquakes to help open the walls even quicker so that the logs can kind of skip to the other side, activating the other invisibility spell. But he needs to pass his way into the core. He does have 1 Root Rider coming there, and there's the King coming in late to help clear the whole core.
But that is such a smart thing with the Epic Gauntlet equipment. The King and the splash damage is just so good versus those stacked up defense in the core. The second Invis Tower is already triggered. And this attack is just genius. An incredible answer to this setup of base, which has done so good in the past. And the core should go down. Happening for the King. Remember, he's coming back now with Phoenix. Take down hopefully some more defenses. And wait a second, troops are slowly dying out.
Yeah, the troops going down, but he's still going to loop his way through. The Queen unfortunately stepped through into a wall, had to beat through it. And the Warden is getting hit by the Eagle, which is definitely an awkward angle where the Eagle is to the outside of his base. But he now is working through it, taking it down. Does still have the Royal Champion ability to skip across, but this is racking up some time. Granted, their opponent did get a 1 star. So this is going to get a 3 star here, dropping a freeze onto the ground expo. Road Champion jumping, and it is indeed a triple here for Synchronic. Simon getting it done, giving them a 2 star lead here. Great attack. Higher percentage. So if a fail does come in, which it could be a bad fail depending on the base designs of VM Legacy, if they're continuing to be like that tunnel in the core, could also be a 1 star. You never know. Something could go horribly wrong for Synchronic, but Fluxy coming in with the Root Riders as well, but he is taking that overgrowth that we've been seeing so many times here.
And that's an interesting setup of base here. Again, with the Rage Tower, we have seen a lot of Poison Towers as well, but this is the Rage Tower setup. He's using the Overgrowth spell. That's an interesting use really early on, redirecting most of his troops, and now he has an entire split. Some troops are at the top side, some at the bottom, and the Queen is walking all the way back into the base around the bottom compartment.
Yeah, she can make her way towards that Ricochet Cannon, but had just dealt with the enemy Royal Champion. The Ice Golems are there, which they are getting distracted on a Root Rider, but this King needs to path his way back to the core as he sends in a freeze to the Town Hall. And the King still got his ability, luckily, but unfortunately he can't reach that Monolith with the King. The Warden is going to die off. Oh, that's the Royal Champion there that's next to the Monolith, taking it down with her ability.
Yeah, the Hog Riders with the haste vial of that Royal Champion are just going through the backhand like it's nothing. The King ability takes down the outside buildings, and that is going to be the 3-star. It always looks so close when the defenses are coming back from the overgrowth spell and like waking up again. And then suddenly everything disappears. So really nicely done by Fluxy, getting the 3-star which they needed to somehow have the chance of coming.
Very successful attacks with those log launchers in the core. And okay, it's not the double invisibility spell for VM Legacy that Aaron's running, is the double poison spell towers, as it is indeed Root Riders and Valkyrs with that queen to the bottom. King's gonna path his way into this multi-arch tower as he finds a Tesla farm. Very nice use of a skeleton spell out in front, but Synchronicers really liking to use the jump spell instead of the overgrowth that we've seen from teams like Tribe and others in an attack like this, as we are seeing the King ability getting used as this queen's going to continue her way to the left as the Warden Eternal Tome is protecting everything.
Yeah, it's interesting as well, base choice, because this was a base which Synchronic already 3-starred, if I remember correctly, in the past with exactly this approach. I think with the last approach versus this base, it was that the King lured out the Clan Castle way earlier and he delayed the Root Riders. But this time around, he is starting with the Root Riders way earlier, which means the King gets way further into the core and even takes out the Town Hall with the Phoenix.
Yeah, King got a fantastic value as super minions coming out of that siege barracks. Royal Champion still going through, and look at that P.E.K.K.A. that is also going to help take out that mortar. Moving on through, getting distracting and tanking that Ground Expo to protect the Royal Champion. Drops a final handful of freezes, and we got ourselves a 3-star. Continuing to bring the 3-stars in for Synchronic. Great attack here, General X. And now it's going to be harder and harder for VM Legacy as there's less attack.